Hello and welcome to your April fertilizer market update with the Andersons. My name is Ashley Buer. We'll start things off with the urea market. Demand has picked up throughout much of the country, and while inland plants are keeping up so far, tons continue to be relatively tight for this time of year. After being under pressure in March, NOLA urea values came back to life following the announcement of the long-awaited India tender. India's continued presence in the market will provide a buyer for urea in the market, reducing the likelihood of any extra vessels pouring supply into the market late spring. The expectation is that urea will remain tightly supplied in the U.S. market for this spring. UAN prices continue to creep up further. With a projected 95 million acres of corn, demand for nitrogen is going to be strong. The U.S. market started the year off with tight inventory, and that will likely continue to be the case going forward. The combination of increased demand and tight inventory has made the news of continued production shutdowns all the more concerning. As these domestic sites continue to be plagued with the production challenges, we find that most domestic suppliers are now sold out through May, but some locations are already sold out to July. The outlook remains firm. However, from an affordability standpoint, there's major concerns. The barter rate has climbed above 75 bushels per ton, making UAN less affordable compared to certain recent historical norms. The phosphate market has not seen any relief in supply tightness as values remain firm domestically and around the globe. While NOLA has not seen significant trade activity, values are continuing to hover around those recent highs. Domestic producers are showing strong books of sale through spring, leaving supplies limited for in-season availability. From an affordability standpoint, relative to corn, MAP continues to be quite expensive relative to historic norms, and the same is true for soybeans. Potash prices are flat week over week, but the tone remains firm. U.S. buyers are active, and we haven't seen major disruptions. But the big news on potash has been on the subject of tariffs for the last few months, and at long last, it appears the tariff issue has been put to bed. All products compliant under the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement can enter the U.S. duty-free, including Canadian potash. As fieldwork cranks up demand, the market can move forward with clarity on this particular situation, and we expect a stable market to continue through spring. In terms of affordability, it continues to be the most affordable of the fertilizers we cover, operating well within the historic range. And that's true for both corn and for soybeans. That's all for this month's update. Have a safe and productive spring, and we will see you next month.